Hello everyone, I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and we got something slightly different on hot trash that Gold Sellers tried to sell us. And that is Dare to Game, who's someone that we've covered before. I've had quite a few comments of people who want me to cover his stuff, not realizing that I'd already covered some of his builds before, so I didn't really want to go back and do it again. But because I got the same video 3 times, and one commenter was particularly mad about him putting out misinformation and linked the videos, I was like, okay, so what's going on here, which is this one. I thought, well, it could be good to see how he's doing with his build, see if he's made any improvements, because for all I know, he might have even seen my review previously and seen where I'd pointed out some of the mistakes that he was making for some of the stat traps. So again, I believe this guy mostly plays PvE, I would be assuming. I assume anyone who goes over 150 at this point is just a PvE only player. But when it came to the actual builds, he's made 3 builds here for samurai classes, and I'm a bit of a weeb myself. And by weeb, I mean casual entry level of shonen weebery, not like the some of the you guys out there. But yeah, I looked at it and I was like, 65 vigor, that's kind of unnecessary high. I was like, that endurance unnecessary high, you don't really need it. I was like, he's going up to 80 strength and dex. I was like, something feels off here. And I couldn't quite put my finger on it the first time I looked at this. I was like, something's wrong about this build. And I was like, he's not using great runes, his talismans, but something's wrong. So I was like, okay, but let's check out the other builds. And it was, keep in mind, in the back of my head, the neurodivergent part of my brain has gone into full meltdown, and I haven't yet been able to work out why. Then he's got his intelligence build, which is where he's mixing a moon veil with another ice ushi katana. I'm looking at the stats again, and I was like, okay, he's gone under 60 vigor this time. I was like, at level 200, I can't imagine why he'd need to go under. Then he's got like 30 mind. I was like, bit high when he's not really casting, but he's got 2 spells on there. Not great choices. Still has no idea what poise is and doesn't invest into it. He's got really high strength, which adds pretty much nothing to move because it's an E scaling. But he's gone up all the way to 70 dex intelligence, and this starts getting heavy withdrawals at 50. Like once you hit 50 intelligence, that's when you start going into dexterity. And again, my brain is like, something's wrong, my dude. Something is very wrong here. And I'm like, what is it? I'm still thinking, I'm like, something's up here. Something is up here, like, big time. So we get to his arcane build. We're going to have to sit for an ad. But then, yeah, we get to his arcane build, and that's when it clicks to me, and that's when I realize what it is, and what has been ruffling my jimmies. These stats do not add up. Because I'm like, wait, 60, 50, 41, 70, 80 on a wretch. That's not level 200. I'm looking at that, and I'm like, that's not level 200, that's level 250. So I was like, no, this can't be right. So I go out into my little spreadsheet here, and I was like, okay, let's pop over Mugen Monkey. So it's like 60, 10, 50, 41. So 60, 10, 40, what was it, 50, 41? 50, 40. Yeah, this man does like his 15 drones. Yeah, 70, 10, 10, 80. So I was like, wait a minute. 70, 10, 10, 80. That's level 252. That's level 252 for Wretch, Hero, and Vagabond. I was like, the Gold Seller, and yes, just confirmed, he is still selling this nonsense. I was like, wait a minute. Not is he just putting out bad builds, which, hey, I'm not the build police. I just content cop a few of these misinformations that people do here, and then I slightly improve it for people who want to use it for PvP. But what's happened here is he's edited his stats with cheat engine, and it's messed up his levels. So then when he's gone to respec that, it's all done goofed up. So this has raised some alarm bells. This means that people could be using cheat engine to pull their stats to 99 and be playing at level 120 in the PvP arena. And that would make a lot of sense, because I've been seeing some people running around that seem to be doing way more damage than they should, taking way less damage than they should, and it has been pretty hard to work out what's going on here. And yeah, if we pop into the comments, the newest first here, this fella here who I've liked his comment, he spotted it as well. He's like, "You look 250 plus. Why are you doing this?" And he's a little bit upset that he's linking people to a scam website while selling this. So yeah. This man's not only just putting out weird builds where he's not even putting any effort into the fashion. Like, it's all over the place. Like, he's got a PV talisman to increase his physical defenses. He's got jumping attack talisman. He's got poise talisman, but it only gives you poise by a percentage. So because he's using all this low level poise stuff, like, he's got no poise anyway. And he's using a multi-hit talisman, even though there are better ones than the ones he's using. Like, you could use the prosthesis, which would be better. It also gives you the dex there. But then again, a man who doesn't care about stats because he's editing his stats, like, but yeah, so that's interesting. At least he's learned on his Moonveil build to add the Shard of Alexander and the Scorpion Charm. But yeah, it's some not right things going on here. It was a little bit suspect, boys. I was sitting there like, something's going on here. Something's going on here. And then once it kicked in, we've gone out and we've rumbled him, haven't we? This man took it to the next level. He's straight up editing his stuff with Cheat Engine. Yeah, but I just wanted to share that out because it was something, I was looking at it and my brain was just like, yeah, this is off. This is off, mate. You got to think about this. And I was like, I just finished work at 6 in the morning. I can't quite think about this. And then it just clicked. And that's when good old Muga Monkey, their little stat calculator, just to confirm it. And obviously, I'm not even going to bother reading that. That's a whole lot of syllables there. Yeah, good on him spotting it. And I wondered why he, like, so many people kept telling me to go back and review his stuff, and I'm wondering if the previous one did, because which one was? Oh, was it his Lightning Faith one-shot build that I looked at previously? This might have been the one. I'm wondering if he had messed up his stats back here. Because I obviously went back and fixed his stats on his previous build. I see he's still got there. Yeah, 55, 55, 36, 35. I'm wondering if he messed it up back then. Was it 3 sets of 55? That's... Okay, no, 55, 55, 36. So yeah, he had done it back then. So it looks like all of his builds, he had messed up the stats with Cheat Engine, and he's just been putting all of his builds at 252, telling people it's level 200. So bad builds, bad information, bad talisman combinations, using Cheat Engine to overlevel, like, and then linking to a scam website. So previously I gave his build, like, I think it was a 4 out of 10, maybe a 3 out of 10, but we got to drop it down to a 0 out of 10. This man's straight up editing his nonsense. Like, oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, dare to game, more like dare to Cheat Engine. Goodness. But yeah, that's all. That's all we had to look back. We just had to go back and revise that. So yeah, I can't believe I didn't spot that the first time. Like, yeah, there's some eagle-eyed out people out there on YouTube. But anyway, that's all I've got for you today. Yeah, God, I've been getting sucked into Overwatch. Friend bought me the game years ago. I just never played it. He's like, look, the second one's coming out. You have to come play it with me. I was like, fine. And it turns out that I'm getting really into it. So help. Send help.